Awesome. Anything look different at all? That's supposed to be on the 7088. And I don't know what the heck that is. It's a lot of corn though. We're gonna be getting a new piece of equipment on the farm today. Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms. It's 8 o'clock Saturday morning. Oh, I don't even know what it is, the 9th or something like that, 7th. And I'm up here a little early today. Well, it's not even 8 yet. But I'm going to try and get the chisel hooked up before we get moving today. I'm not sure what the plan is for today, but I know that there's some things that need to be done. And one of those is getting our chisel ready to roll. So our Will Rich 675 DCR disc chisel ripper, whatever they call it. It is sitting right here, and it's got a tire off the bead, so you can kind of see. So I got to somehow get that tire off and bring it down to Pat so he can get it fixed for me, because I'm not very good with tires yet, and he is. And we have our own tire changer and whatnot, so it's actually pretty easy to do. So I'm going to go ahead and go grab a bottle jack, probably a bottle jack and a stand jack, and try and jack this thing up so I can get that tire off. Alrighty guys, so I am going to hop in the feeder wagon tractor. Nathan and I are going to do chores, and then we're going to pull off that tire on the chisel. Pat and Curtis are going to basically set up an auger so we can start moving dry corn. We are completely full, 100,000 bushels at the main storage on the farm, so we got to start moving corn. Actually close to 110. So let's go ahead and start doing chores. Fire's right up. A little smoky though. Looks like someone hit the muffler, bent it. Pat's got the 706 hooked up, filling up with gas. Nathan's gonna fill me up on a scoop or two of this bag. So having plastic bags are an easy way to basically put storage where you normally wouldn't have storage, but they are a pain in the butt because look at all that plastic behind Nathan on the skid loader. So, yep, it is what it is. But let's go ahead. Keep moving. Also, we're gonna be getting a new piece of equipment on the farm today. Put your comments down below. I want your guess. So Nathan actually has a school project right now. I'm sorry for it being loud, but this 966 growls. Anyway, so he's got a school project right now. I got the drone up in the air, way up there. I'm recording some videos for him so he can do basically a voiceover of how we do our cattle. So yeah, let's go ahead and cut to that and cut to a time lapse.
For my project, I'll be doing a short film on how we mix our rations and how we feed our cattle every day. And right now we are in our what we call pit silo, mixing into our feeder wagon. That's what we're dumping all of the feed into, all of the ingredients. It's what we mix together to make the final product for our cattle. As you can see, there are different products like distillers and gluten. That's a corn byproduct. And then silage and earlage, and also hay. And then that makes the final ration. And we're using drone footage and a GoPro. Here we are actually at one of our yards. I'm feeding right now. It's right down the road, our feed yard is, and got a couple cool shots. This is one of our yards. We have 4 yards. So yeah, that's how we feed our cattle.
So this unit's got 1,500 hours on it, basically 1,490. So Nathan's gonna go ahead and head over to Jerry's. I'm gonna go fill this thing up with protein and keep flying the drone for his school project. All right, I hear Nathan going. He's gonna head down to Butch's, or sorry, down to Jerry's. I'm gonna go fill up with a couple bags of protein and then fly the drone. I'm gonna help Pat set up the auger. Alrighty, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to take this day cab semi, and it's got a load of beans, gonna head to the river. So just so you guys know, we are offloaded a lot of our beans. We had some of the best prices we've had in years for November. I think cash price, these are over 10.5. So we're gonna get rid of them, and we're gonna be happy doing it because it's the best price that we've had for a while and some of the better yields. So hopefully, cross our fingers, guys, we'll end up with a pretty decent year. So I'm gonna check oil in this thing, start it up, check tires. This thing's gonna take a while to warm up, and then I'll head down to Clinton. All right, let's fire this old girl up. Cold start. All right, let's close this thing up, start checking tires, let this thing warm up. Curtis just got done loading up butches, so we got one more load left to do. I'm gonna go check tires. Pat's gonna head up to Bellevue with the cattle trailer. He's actually leaving right now. He's gonna head up with the cattle trailer. We're gonna take that number 60 home, which card right here for that cow that escaped. That pain in the butt. Then him and my dad are gonna start doing beans. Yeah, we're gonna bring that cow 60 because she hurt herself when she went on her little escapade to find her calf, so she's not getting any better, so we're gonna bring her home. I'm gonna move this flatbed out of the way. The new piece of equipment we're gonna go pick up on our flatbed. So again, guess in the comments down below what that new piece of equipment's gonna be. So I'm gonna move this flatbed out of the way, at least, and get it ready to load up. Let's check some tires. Got my handy dandy little tire checking stick. Let's do it. Alrighty, we're ready to roll. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the restroom real fast and head out to Clinton and get ready for this 3 or 4 hour line. Yay. All right, let's head out. It's 70 degrees. Great day for doing some trucking. Let's go. Always a good practice to, as soon as you start up for the day, put it in first gear, run for a little bit and coast. Because if you come to a complete stop, your brakes are still locked up. Ah, gotta put my seatbelt on. So let's roll. Got a nice big load of beans on. So let's go sell those beans. Make some money for once. Because beans, like I said, there's probably 1,000 bushels in here. And we sold this for at least $10.50, so that's at least 10 grand. $10,500 in this load. So it's a pretty expensive load. Listen to that turbo. Woo! Andy, if you watch this video, this is why they call me Turbo Ron. Just listen to that thing. That turbo does sound nice. Let's head down to Clinton. We're rolling right now. Heading to Clinton on a nice blacktop road. And here comes a nice tractor. It looks like a Magnum pulling a VT. I was right. Kuhn Krause VT. Highway 61 heading east. Clinton's 5-8 miles up ahead. Lyondale Basil's right up here on the right. There's the normal spot we go. There's the corn processing plant. Like there's the hut for the scale inbound scale, I should say. But I'm going another mile down the river. I'm gonna go to the river terminal. Wow, last time I was down here, the line was like twice as big as like where I'm at right now. And that's kind of crazy, especially for how good the price November was. Thought there'd be a lot more trucks waiting here. But I'm not gonna complain, because that's less time I have to sit waiting around doing nothing. So let's go ahead and get in line and dump these beans. That makes me kind of happy. Card right here of the video last year where I sat in line for like 2 hours and it was miserable. Now I gotta get out and go untarp my tarp. Ha, just kidding. Got an electric tarp. Got an electric tarp and a remote. It's the little things, guys. It's the little things. Ah, he's probing me. I'm getting probed. But in all seriousness, they do have to probe me. But when I say probe, that means get a sample of my truck, because they need a representative sample to basically test your moisture, your grain quality, how much foreign material you have, and your test weight and other things like that. Basically, they take that sample from my truck, they use a probe, it goes down into the truck on both sides and gets a representative sample of the truck. They go in there, they grade it, and they get all those things that I said before. And they use their moisture to basically make sure it'll store well and make sure they don't dock us. Test weight along with weight will basically figure out how much bushels are in the truck, or basically how much volume I'm carrying, which will basically translate to how well I'm paid. And then all the other things for grain quality, just to make sure we don't get docked for anything in there if we don't have like corn mixed in with their beans and whatever else. There we go, I did it. Just dumped my load, wink. And now I just got scaled out. I'm getting scaled out because they buzz at me. Right there. Now I'm good to go. Go ahead and go grab my weigh ticket. I weighed a lot. So we're gonna see how many bushels we hauled, then head back, and not sure what we're gonna do. Maybe move corn, we'll do something. Alrighty, there we go. I had a lot on that load, but I think Cleese is gonna have one more load of beans, and I can't figure out the seatbelt. There we go. Cleese is gonna have one more load of beans, and I think beans are done this year. Pat is actually probably on his last bean field right now. So that's awesome, but let's head back to the farm and see what else we got going on. Heading back to Preston. Not gonna lie, I thought I'd be down here for an extra 2 hours. I'm genuinely, pleasantly surprised and very happy that I wasn't. Hello, beautiful. Man, oh man. John Deere 9RX Looks either brand new or freshly washed. Pulling a John Deere disc chisel? No, just a John Deere disc. Oh my gosh. Whew! That's nice. 9620 RX with a John Deere VT. Brand new John Deere 2620 VT. That's a pretty nice unit there. Just got word that soybean harvest 2020 is in the books. My dad just gave me a call. We are all done. I didn't think we'd have this smooth or this nice weather or this smooth of a finish to harvest for soybeans. I thought we'd be fighting them for the rest of the year like last year, but hey, I'm happy, I'm ecstatic. Got the last soybeans on one truck, so it's gonna head to ADM where I just came from, and then soybeans we have 10,000 beans in the bin, the rest are sold. What a great year for soybean harvest. And now we're gonna come back, move corn, do some odds and ends stuff and tackle some down corn. Because like I said before, our 3 big dry bins at home are full. In traditional form for me driving truck during harvest, gonna fill up with fuel at 1/4 of a tank, and I figure I might as well do it now while I got time. And yes, I just took my seatbelt off. Let's fill it up. All right, all filled up with fuel. So let's head back. Everyone is up north in Bellevue, moving combines home, picking up that new piece of equipment. So I'm gonna be the last one back here in Preston. I'm actually gonna start moving corn. So let's go and do that. I'll explain why we're doing that as well. All right, I am going to let that truck idle down. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna start up this auger and basically start moving dry corn into these bins over here. Eventually this one, but the floor's not in it yet. So let's go ahead and get moving. Start this unit up. Alright, now we'll start dumping. First load going in. First or second? Probably second. Awesome. Now we're gonna go check the bin. Alright, this is the second load going in this bin. We almost got it coned up to the floor there. So while this is dumping, I'm gonna go over and shut the truck off and pack my stuff up. Also, anything look different at all? Yeah, that's right, the auger's hooked up. Nah, just kidding. We had a crane come in and put that downspout to our old wet bin. Did that yesterday, actually. So that's nice. It's actually really nice. Let's set this stuff in the tractor. Look at some auctions because we're going to be upgrading equipment this year. And then let's unload this grain. All right, this wagon full is done. So I'm going to go get another one. And what you guys might be wondering, why the heck are we using wagons? Well, it's a good question. First off, when I get back there, you'll be able to see, but we can't get a semi in there very well, like at all. Yeah, we could set it up differently, but that's just how we've always done it. So it just works to use wagons. Plus, when we're using wagons, and if it's just one person moving dry corn, they'd have to be in and out of a semi quite a bit. Whereas for me, I'll just pull under, get one big pile in this wagon, and call it good. So I'll show you that in a bit. I'm gonna load up the 644 out of our side draw. Just because it's easy, I can just pull up right in the middle, get a big pile, call it good. Now I just yank this, and grain comes out. Now I do it so it fills up. Tell you what, the quality of corn this year is much, much better. Don't have near the many cobs and the fines in there. Last year it would have been dusty as heck up in here because we had so many fines because the corn was so high moisture, but not this year. There we go, pretty much a full gravity wagon, almost 650 bushels, and I did not have to move. That's one of the biggest reasons why we're using wagons and why we wish we had another wagon as opposed to using semis. So let's go ahead and hop down and get moving. So again, we're taking dry corn that came out of our dryer into our bins, transferring it into our Brent gravity wagon, going up through our Westfield 12-inch auger, or Mayrath, sorry. And you kind of wonder why we have this tin here. Well, we have it because if we don't, corn goes everywhere. Cheap fix. Then up into our bin. Where our newest bin, where our side draw is at, this bin actually used to be right there. We moved it over here probably, oh, I don't even know how long ago. It's been a while. This thing holds about 8,000, 10,000 bushels. We're gonna load that thing up. Why? Why are you closing on me? Dumb thing. I guess I really gotta watch this gravity wagon. The wheels closing. Alrighty, there's load number 4. So I'm hauling about 600 bushels with this one big pile. about. This is 1,200 bushels for me, and there was already 1,300 in there, so we are at 2,500 bushels. For those of you guys who don't know what bushels are, it's basically just a measurement that farmers use. Actually, a lot of people use in the US and some other countries, just to determine how much volume of crop that we have. So, like I said, this bin's anywhere from 8,000 to 10,000 bushels storage, so I'm quarter of the way done-ish after this one goes in. This one is a wee bit full, as you guys will see on the time lapse that I've already saw. I'm going to take my time on this one because it's full to this side, so, and I'm going to be turning clockwise, so that way it's going to have the highest chance to fall out. So I'm just going to take my time. Check and see if I spilled any. Oh, we're good. Perfect. So now I'll swing the auger over, dump the chute down, and start it up. Those who guessed it, brand new skid loader, Case SV340. Bigger, brand new. I think it's gonna be nice. So Curtis just went and picked that up along with his truck. And I keep spilling stuff, so I gotta stop doing that. Yeah, I gotta keep spilling the wagon full. But yeah, brand new skid loader, guys. I'll talk about it in a little bit. Alrighty, so we got a brand new skid loader. Biggest reasons, we've had this one for about 1.5 years, maybe 2 years, and already put almost 1,500 hours on the thing. We use a skid loader a lot. We almost should get two if we're being honest, but the dealer that we worked through for this one had a heck of a deal on this one. They gave us a heck of a price for a trade-in. They must be really wanting to move skid steers. So yeah, we got a brand new upgraded 340. So I believe this thing is now rated for 3,400 pounds as opposed to 2,800 pounds. I believe that's how Case rates them. So yeah, we got a beast of a skid loader now. We've been moving stuff. So yeah, comment down below. Did you guys guess it right? And also, if you made it this far, be sure to like the video for the brand new equipment. We'll do a tour of it sometime soon. So here it is, guys. The brand new Case Construction SV340. It is the exact same thing as our other skid loader, just a bit bigger. 2 sizes bigger, actually. I don't think this is Case's quite biggest skid steer that they offer. It might be. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments, but this thing's brand new. Let's hop in it because, wow, she's shiny. Like I said, we really didn't need to trade up yet, quite yet. We usually take our skid steers up to like, oh, I don't know, 2,500 hours, something like that. But they made us a deal that we could not resist. So we really just bought the same layout as the other one. I mean, just a lot cleaner. I give that about 2 days. This skid loader only has 10 hours on it. Remember our older skid loader had about 1,500 on it? In about, like I said, 1.5 years, 10 hours. And again, we use our skid steer a lot. We probably could use a second one, but I'd like to even potentially try a production class loader, so kind of like a 344K John Deere equivalent. And I apologize for the audio. It kind of got messed up, so I did the voiceover. Alrighty, everyone. I hope you did enjoy that video. I'm just going to go ahead and split this one up into 2 because I have like 45 minutes worth of footage, and I'm not going to do a 45-minute long video for you guys. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, if you guys don't mind, I've been posting video every single day this week. So if you don't mind, hit that like button if you made it this far. It makes a world of a difference. I'm hoping to grow my channel really big in these next couple weeks as we really push to get an end up with harvest. But we're a couple weeks behind it, but we're going to get caught up. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, be sure to smash that like button. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. We only had 50% of you guys that watch this video are subscribed. Just go ahead and hit that button. It's right there. And be sure to comment if you guys have any questions whatsoever. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more real-time live updates. And of course, guys, as always, ta-ta for now.